Some memories don't fade. They wait. In the quiet clink of a milk bottle, in the smell of coal on a cold morning, in the first guitar chord that changed everything. If you grew up in Britain during the 1960s, you're not just remembering a decade, you're stepping back into a world that shaped you. Welcome to the Britain you can still feel.
The sounds that started the day. Before alarms and supermarket milk, there were simpler wake-up calls. The soft clink of a glass bottle on your doorstep. A coalman's whistle drifting through the morning fog. A wireless radio humming new Beatles tunes as the sun came up. If any of this sparks something in your chest, you're not just remembering the 60s, you're feeling them.
A decade in colour, even if the TV wasn't. The 60s weren't just a decade, they were a world. London burst into colour, while most living rooms still watched the news in black and white. Girls hemmed their own miniskirts, boys argued over who had the sharpest suit. Every cafe smelled like chips drowning in vinegar. It wasn't history, it was home. Swinging London woke up the world. By the mid-60s, London had become the heartbeat of global cool. Carnaby Street didn't just sell clothes, it sold a new kind of freedom. Mary Quant wasn't designing skirts, she was designing rebellion. Youth wasn't waiting for permission anymore, it was taking the spotlight. The mods, style as a battle cry. Mods weren't just dressing sharp, they were declaring war on dullness. Tailored suits, polished scooters, rhythm and blues blasting from every cafe door. Every pleat was a protest. Every chrome mirror was a message. We refuse to fade into the background. The sound that shook the world. Then came the takeover. The Beatles, the Stones, the Kinks, the Who, not just bands, but cultural earthquakes. Radios blasted their voices across estates and schoolyards. It was the first time Britain wasn't following the world was following Britain. Milk, coal, and the rhythm of everyday life. Before everything went fast and digital, life had a rhythm. The milkman knew your family. The coalman carried winter on his back. Kids chased the soot clouds for fun. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. And you can still smell it if you close your eyes. Cinema that refused to lie. British cinema stopped pretending in the early 60s. Kitchen sink drama showed the truth. Cramped flats, hard jobs, real arguments. For the first time, ordinary people saw themselves on screen. No glamour. Just life, exactly as it was. The show that dared to speak up. And then came That Was the Week That Was. A show that didn't whisper, it sliced through the silence. Politics, scandals, hypocrisy, nothing was safe. It wasn't just comedy. It was Britain finding its voice on live television. Hair that changed a generation. Long hair might seem simple now, but in the 60s it was a revolution. A boy with hair past his collar wasn't just stylish, he was challenging everything. Every strand was a quiet rebellion. The Peacock Revolution. Then men's fashion exploded.
Purples, florals, velvets. British men walked like peacocks and didn't care who stared. It wasn't clothing anymore, it was confidence.
The 60s weren't just a time, they were a feeling. If you grew up in the 1960s, you didn't watch history happen, you lived it. You wore it, heard it, tasted it, breathed it. And decades later, all it takes is one smell, one song, one memory, and you're right back there.
The 60s weren't just a moment, they were a heartbeat, one that still echoes in the songs, the streets, and the stories we carry with us. If this brought back even one memory, one smile, one "I remember that," then you're home. Subscribe, share your stories, and help keep these memories alive. Because the past isn't gone, it's just waiting to be remembered.